We are creating a park-like setting on a residential property today on the program. This is going to be a lot of fun, folks. You're going to enjoy the shots and the scenes. And Mark Linton, what a wonderful opportunity for you to showcase what Lintons can do in a piece of canvas that's 5 acres.
It is a very large piece of property here, and the incredible thing is the homeowners actually do all the maintenance themselves. It's something that they love to do.
And a lot of people enjoy doing that, don't they?
Yes, they do.
And you're okay working with that.
Absolutely, Craig.
Tell us what you got going on here, Mark.
Well, the house was renovated a couple years ago, and it was a major renovation. Looks totally different than what it used to, as well as the landscaping. When we came in here, the landscaping was very tired, and we pretty much took everything out and started out with a clean slate.
Wow, that is amazing. A lot of different things going on here, a lot of moving parts, as they say.
Absolutely. And so with a piece of property this large, of course, low maintenance was incredibly important. And so with a riding lawnmower, we wanted to make sure that you could very easily stay on that riding lawnmower, not have to get off and do little tight, intricate corners and that. So you're going to see the beds really flow quite nicely.
You brought a lot of plants, trees, and shrubs in, but you worked with a lot of existing trees as well.
Yes, we did. And you're going to see out in the distance a lot of larger, more mature evergreens and flowering trees in that. And we created some beds around them so that homeowner didn't have to do weeding and that. And again, very easy to mow.
Sure.
What we've got here, Craig, is a dwarf blue spruce. These are some boulders that we repurposed that were here on the property. And then for some seasonal color, we've added little splashes of either perennials or flowering shrubs. We've got daylilies here, which will start blooming in just a few weeks. And then these are gold flame spireas.
Gold flame spireas, Mark.
Yes, and they feature those beautiful gold-colored leaves. What I like is how they contrast against the stone ground cover there. And then in the summertime, they're going to create some lavender flowers. You can see some tight buds on there. In a few weeks, those are going to start to appear.
Well, color is very important here, as we can see. Scale and symmetry is important, as always, right?
Absolutely. We've got some ornamental birch trees in here. And then I'd like to share with the viewers over here on the other side of the driveway.
Okay. Again, in beautiful Wakarusa, and a little bit of a turn here as we get a little closer to the house.
Absolutely, and this is actually an area that's designated for guest parking, and it's one of the first things that you see. Actually, you see this before you see the front of the house, and so we wanted to have a seasonal, nonstop color. And I've got one of my all-time favorite trees here. This is a tricolor beech. Called a tricolor beech because it has pink, cream, and burgundy colored leaves on it when it emerges in the springtime.
Yeah, I have seen that tree before, Mark. There was one that you planted, I think, over 30 years ago that's just huge and beautiful now.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Down around the base, we've got these gold thread cypress for a splash of color. And then some little miniature perennials called Coreopsis, which are going to create some little miniature daisy-like type of flowers. They will be bright yellow, and that ties in with these gold thread cypress.
You're not hiding a speaker here, are you?
That's the real thing. And Craig, these are boulders that were here on the property, and we repurposed them. Got some summer blooming hydrangeas here. Karina just loves hydrangea flowers, and so we've got quite a wide mix of hydrangeas in here, which will start blooming in the summertime and then continue to bloom all the way up until fall.
Well, very good. And some more varieties. We get to the sidewalk here.
Yes, one of our little miniature patio trees here, a globe blue spruce. And then just to the viewers' right, we've got some of our very popular red blooming knockout roses, which bloom all season long.
Yeah, they are just very popular, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Why don't we head maybe to the corner there? You want to do that? Well, Mark, this is phase one of a two-phase process, correct?
Yes, we're actually coming back later this year and doing the backyard.
And the first time you've been to this property, right, to do work.
You're correct, yes.
And what about the ornamental grasses over here?
One of my favorite, it's one of our smallest varieties. It's called a dwarf blue fescue. Features kind of those blue-green colored leaves and only gets to be about 16, 18 inches in height. I like how the texture contrasts against the boulder.
We talked earlier about balance and symmetry and color and all of that. You've got it flowing here.
Well, thank you. They've done a great job with a lot of detail, architectural detail here on the front porch. We didn't want to hide the brickwork and the stonework or the columns, and so we're accenting the corner here with this Japanese maple. It's our bloodgood maple, which gets a little bit taller than our lace leaf varieties. We've got our miniature drift roses, which will bloom spring, summer, and fall. And again, we've done some repeat of some of the plant material just to tie in all of these different areas. So you're seeing a repeat of these gold thread cypress, which contrasts nicely up against the brick foundation.
And a bit of a mirror image, really, on the other side here.
Yes, if you would stand back at the house, you take a look at, you're going to see that there's some similarities in the architecture. So we've got a red Japanese lace leaf maple here, a beautiful specimen little miniature tree, and then also it's a twin here over on the other side.
Yeah, I love that. Well, we're creating a park-like atmosphere on the property here as we continue viewing some of the goings-on. What about that sports complex next door? That is amazing.
You know, not everyone has one of those.
Yeah.
And that also, it was time to refresh that as well. And so we did plantings around all four sides of that. And again, wanted to make it low maintenance.
It is. Well, I know that Tad and Karina just love the work that you've done. Now, Karina, I tell you, she has a flair for working in the yard. She absolutely enjoys it, doesn't she?
She does.
Well, let's catch up with Karina and see what she has to say. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Well, Karina joins us now, and we've had a great time on your property here today, Karina. It is a beautiful, beautiful landscape job by Linton's, and gotta ask you, what's your favorite part here? Is it maybe the entrance here to the front door?
I do. I really like the Japanese maples that are right in the front.
Well, Mark did an outstanding job, and again, if you'd like a park-like setting for your home, you just need to go to lintons.com or give Mark Linton a call. Speaking of that rascal, here he comes. Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and I'd like to thank Karina and her husband for allowing the viewers here onto her property so we can feature this landscape with everyone out there.
Excellent. Now, I asked Karina what her favorite part of the landscaping was. What was the most fun for you, Mark, being out here?
Probably seeing the transformation. It's a beautiful house. It was totally hidden by old landscaping, and we've got a fresh new look now.
Outstanding. Well, lots of things can happen when you call Linton's. They are very creative, as you can tell, and Karina is a great example. Those are beautiful, by the way.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've got much more coming up here on the program, lots more ideas, so stay with us. We'll be right back.